no wonder why you whine so much, even in any low-budget games. You're a fat loser. Does he show respect to indie developers where they do everything to kickstart a game? Aw. Are your feelings hurt? I can't look at you, so now I gotta make fun of what I do know about you, which is nothing. Are your feelings hurt that somebody doesn't like some video games that look terrible? Someday, somehow, you will receive a court date. Don't worry. Defamation goes a long way. Oh, dude. Would love to see it. Already lawyers in partnership with 4 indie corporations are ongoing. Someone's salty. It means that you will lose some weight in jail. Oh, man. Dude, I wish I knew who you were. Or at least I could look you up. You will know 2 months from now. Classic fat joke. Oh, what are you gonna sue me? What are you gonna sue me for? People only go to jail for calling out shit developers on shit practices in countries where they don't have clean water. Fries, okay. Wait, what am I going to jail for? I'm gonna sue you for talking shit about my game. Nah, nah, nah. He does not provide any real ways to improve any game. That's not my fucking job. That's your job. Looks like I came in at a good time. Why is it? Listen, you know what? Listen, let's talk. Let's open the fucking doors, okay? Hey, let's throw out on echo a little bit. Listen, it's not my fucking job to make you guys do a good job, okay? It's my job to tell you that you're a fucking idiot and you're selling shit games, okay? That's not defamation. That's not defamation. That's me calling you an idiot. If you could sue somebody for insulting you, we'd all be fucked, okay? Let's talk about it. Now, I don't know if you're a developer. I don't know if I rubbed you the wrong way with the things that I've said about a game that you might have worked on or made. I don't give a shit. It's not my job, okay? People reach out to me all the time asking, hey, hey, Big Fry, I saw the video. You know, we understand some of your criticism. Is there any way that you could work with us to better the game? I've had that message so many times after making a video. That's not my job. People pay people for that, okay? But these guys want it for free and then say that I don't provide the feedback. What kind of feedback can I give you when half the people I'm talking about don't even make their own fucking product? Half you people out here aren't even doing anything. You're taking assets from a store, turning around and selling it. What am I supposed to tell you? Make it better? You don't know a lick of coding. Have you ever tried opening a compiler to create an engine in games? Or made games using games already made engines? What? Should we go back to the president's desk? I'm sick of you indie developers. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you thinking that you guys do something positive for the gaming community. You guys do nothing. Okay? Really? Sick of us? I'm absolutely sick of you. I am sick of people like you. What game did you make? Tell me. Do you know the cost of making a game? Well, I don't know. You could get an asset pack for 42 bucks, flip it around, put $100 on the Steam store, 140 bucks, golden, spend an hour and a half compiling it in Unreal Engine 4 and then be done with it, right? And that's the problem with early access. There's such a spectrum, right? And what game did you create, or should you ask, what game you helped? Well, let me ask you this. Do you need to be able to direct movies to critique a movie that you saw in theaters? You're telling me that you ate a meal somewhere at a restaurant that was shit, but you couldn't critique because you're not a fucking chef? That doesn't even make any sense. That argument is so tiresome. It's bullshit. I made 5 games, 3 with AAA studios, Ubisoft, 2 with 2 indies. So then what's your problem? You're telling me that every single music, every single song that you've seen, every single music video you've watched, you've liked? And if you didn't, you can't critique it because you're not a fucking guitarist? Or you're not a producer of music, so you can't critique it? That's a dumb fucking argument. Why don't you show me your resume, and then we'll rip in? But you won't, because the games you made are probably garbage. You are a rebel. You're not a game developer. Neither academic studies you have for what you say. Yeah, you're the one to talk. Holy fucking shit. How many tabs of Google Translate do you have open to keep up with the conversation? My fuck. When you say indie devs do nothing for the industry, that's pretty fucking ignorant. Look at all of them. Show me how to play Insurgency. I want to learn how to play this shit game. Well, here, let me show you how an indie dev actually does it right, and then we can learn. I'm not saying all indie games released are worthwhile, nor all indie titles are great games. That would be absolutely stupid to me, but 90% of your videos are expectations of AAA on indie budget games. That's absolutely not true. That's absolutely not true. If you would do even the slightest bit of actually watching and actually listening, that's not at all true. The problem is And the problem that I have with a lot of these indie devs, you'll notice that I cover a lot of indie developer games on early access that are shooter driven or survival driven. The problem with that, when I hear excuses from indie developers who are sitting here saying, guys, we only have a couple of developers on our team, we have a small budget. Okay, why are you making an open world survival game with thousands of players on all of your servers when you don't even have the marketing budget for it? My problem with those developers is that their goals are so broad that there is absolutely no way that they could get it done in a reasonable amount of time. And if that's a problem for you, for me to sit here and tell you that as a developer, if you want to create games, that's awesome. Do it within a scope that you can absolutely accomplish. Instead of putting a game out for $20, $15, getting people to buy into the promise that you know that you aren't able to fucking complete. You know what I mean? That's my issue with a lot of the games. And if you have a problem with that as an indie developer, then I don't even know what to tell you, because that's just a scumbag fucking opinion to have. Will Sandstorm be the best game in the world for your idea? Wait, why are you so hyped up on Sandstorm? I'm so confused on what you're trying to get across. It seems a DLC of previous game, the horrible radio voices and movement. Why? You're doing the exact same thing that you are literally in here bitching about me doing. And I'm confused on what you're looking to get done here. Because you only talk about this trash. Really? Hold up. Maybe you're right. Let me look at my own channel. Battlefield. Oh, early access asset flip. Dead matter. Ready or not. Early access garbage piece of shit. Insurgency. Here's one. Okay. World War III, Vigor, Culling, Skull and Bones, Just Cause, Walking Dead. Wow, so in the last 2 weeks, I've dropped 2 videos on Insurgency. Good Lord, that's all I talk about. Get the fuck out of here, bro. What's wrong with creating a 2D game? There's a whole broad audience for games like that, as long as they're good. So you make a 2D game, you make it within your scope. You sell, I don't know, 5,000 copies, just being reasonable. If you have a decent marketing budget, reach out to a couple smaller YouTubers. You can do that for nothing. Give them a key to the game, market it, and you're done. Everything. What is fun about creating something not challenging? Because you're selling a fucking product. Why should you take our fucking money? Why? That's the most, yeah. See, and this is what I'm saying, dude. People like you give indie developers a bad name. Because why should you take people's money for a challenging thing that you might not even be able to finish? That's fucking, oh my God, man. Let's open up that discussion a little bit. So you warn us that it's early access. All right. A lot of the developers that I cover on this channel don't follow the vastly vague guidelines of early access. I'm not saying all indies are doing this. I'm not either. Do I cover every single indie game ever? I cover like 2% of the market, and you guys have an issue with that, which is crazy. Do you know how expensive it is to develop games, Big Fry? Instead, I'm gonna take all that money and sue a YouTuber. It's like buying, you know those shelves that come with a little instruction manual to put together? It's like you get the instruction manual and then you build the shelf and then you tell people that you created it, that you built that shelf from scratch, when really you bought the thing and you just had to pre-assemble it with some pieces that you bought. That to me is like the almost equivalent to a real life scenario. You didn't build the fucking shelf, you just put it together using somebody else's build, right? Like, you wouldn't tell somebody a fucking shelf you bought from Walmart. You wouldn't tell somebody that you built it with your own bare hands, because that just sounds fucking stupid.